Oh my, I saw that on TikTok. Did you see that? No, what's that? That great advice I was getting. Hi, my name's Wayne Vose, Profits Unlimited. You know, social media is a great place to get information, but it's also can be a great place to get bad information. And I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I'm not saying, hey, my way is the only way. But what I would like to share with you guys is some of the stupidity that's shared on some of these social medias, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, whatever it may be, this same platform that you're watching me on. You owe it to yourself to do your due diligence to decide who's giving you information that is both useful, practical, and applicable to your business. What's going to help you earn what you deserve? So here's what I want you to think about in this video today is, number one, most recently today I got a newsletter. I'm in total disagreement with when they said taking advantage of 0% financing is basically the dumbest thing you can do. That because if you were smart enough to know that the dealers and the manufacturers are baking the price into the unit. I can honestly say in my lawn and landscape business, I've taken advantage of 0% financing multiple times, and never once did the dealer tell me, hey, Wayne, if you do this 0% financing, the price is going to be $10,000, but if you don't, it's $9,000. I've got a problem with somebody going out and sharing knowledge with somebody when they don't know what the hell they're talking about. The $60 an hour mindset. That's been going on before the internet was even around, trust me. There was actually even a book written many years ago called How to Earn $60 an Hour and Be the Low Bidder. Rory Rubenstahl, God rest his soul, I believe he's dead now, wrote the book. I'm not talking about him, but what I'm saying is if How to Earn $60 an Hour and Be the Low Bidder was right back in 1987, in 1985, in the early 80s, how in the world could $60 an hour be the right number now? You got to listen to yourself first and say, does it make sense or does it not make sense? And when you're trying to decide if the information that you're reading or listening to or watching is making sense, too many times, because we don't know what we don't know as contractors, we're just grasping at straws trying to get that information. Another bad pricing methodology that's out there is you hear guys talking about plant cost times 2 or labor cost times 2 or 3 or 4. They use some type of multiplier. That multiplier is going to be the worst thing that you can ever do to your business to try to price jobs, unless you've implemented a multiplier that is based on your company's cost per hour of operation. And do you really know your company's cost per hour of operation? Don't trust somebody to say, well, the industry standard is $100 an hour or $80 an hour or $200 an hour. Another thing that's not in your best interest is buying what an influencer says, hey, you should buy this lawnmower, you should buy this aerator, you should buy this string trimmer. Now, I may be shooting myself in the foot, but what I'm saying is just because something works for their company doesn't mean it's going to work for your company, your use rates, your application. Again, do your due diligence and find out, hey, not everybody needs a V-Box type salt spreader. Not everybody needs a 72-inch lawnmower. Not everybody needs a 36-inch lawnmower. Not everybody needs a Z-Spray. Not everybody needs a 300-gallon handgun tank. Utilize what's best for your company and do your due diligence. And I know you're doing that by getting on YouTube and looking for videos. But do a little bit of research. This is my best advice. Do a little bit of research on the person's advice that you're going to take before you decide that you're going to implement things that they tell you is going to be in your company's best interest. Hope this helps. If you want more content just like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time. And remember, profit is not a dirty word.